Welcome to part 13 of Skies of Arcadia. You notice we did actually bury Gonzalez. But remember last time, we got separated from our group because of fighting Rocknum and being blasted by a ship. And now Vice is on island. And now he's looking for food. Oh, we found food.
It didn't look so much like you buried him as like he got hit by rocks from an avalanche.
You can't shit it. He organized the rocks. I mean, that helps.
Are those evil fish grapes?
Yes. They're called grape ores. And we eat them because they're delish. And they're also weak as shit, so they're easy to kill. It's the only monster on this island, and we're supposed to kill, I think, like 15 or 20 of them.
This is a mission?
Well, you just wake up and he's like, I'm hungry, I need some food, so...
Oh, I thought you were joking. I wasn't paying attention.
No, I'm not actually joking. He needs food to survive. We got grape ore meat. And even Vice is like, this looks pretty tasty, because it looks like a grape. Of course it does. So you run around your little tiny island, getting into random encounters and fighting them. Which is what I'm basically doing here. Also gives us a chance to explore the island a little bit. It's not very big.
I think we explored it last time.
Let's get a little more thorough. See, there's a log over here. Great. We didn't go in this cave over here. Not yet, anyway. So basically just run in circles for a while.
Whacking the cameraman into every tree possible.
Look out! Boom, boom. That's what happened to Gonzalez. He was a cameraman for another pirate. Or maybe he should have been wearing his sunglasses. Shame on him. But you know, exciting life of living on a deserted island. This is going to be Vice's life from now on. Now I'd show you more fights, but they're basically the same thing over and over again. This part's not that fun. I stuffed my face with grape ores. And speaking of making sand angels,
yeah,
time to do it.
I like to think he didn't eat them at all. He just set them all on fire.
Yum. I forgot how eating works. Ike is not here. This island is being like a perfect paradise because it's like, oh right, this place has food.
Big breakfast of rotten meat.
I have no way to preserve this shit. Now, at the top of this, we do have this monument, and we have a, now we started a signal fire. A lot of people brought this up on the forum, and it's a good point. What's cool about Vice is that he's been put in a situation that makes him feel helpless, but at the same time, he pretty much just goes, okay, I need to do this, 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 and this, and he doesn't lose his cool. He just keeps his composure, and you're like, all right, that's a good sign of a leader.
If a ship passes by, because otherwise he'll just ignite the entire island.
Why does it sound so flammable? At least I'll get their attention faster. That's not how it works.
On the fourth day, he rested.
On the fourth day of Christmas, I got nothing.
Just like on the actual day of Christmas. Gonzalez lives! Oh.
Gonzalez stole all my food. Now we get to do the fun thing of searching for wood. Hooray! So just like last time, we're running on the island, but this time there's actually sticks hanging out, and we just gotta find them. This part's not fun.
You spent 10 minutes collecting meat. Whew, I'm tired, that was a good day. You gonna spend 10 minutes collecting wood. Whew, I'm tired, that was a good day.
There's even a point where he says, like, man, this is such a good vacation. But I still have no idea how dire this is. He's upset because he's not waking up anyone when he's talking in his sleep. On the third day! Damn it, it's making me depressed.
I can't sleep if I'm not bugging anyone.
gonna bother Gonzalez for a while.
I tried to bother Gonzalez, but he wouldn't wake up.
See, I fashioned these vines into strings so now I can play Gonzalez like a puppet.
Then I realized I buried him, and I was sad again.
So I just turned this rock into Gonzalez. Boy Vice, you're sure cool. I know. I can't tell if that's morbid or not.
I think a man losing his mind is perfectly morbid. What little mind he had.
Wilson.
Fetch! Throws him off the island.
Kerplunk. He says himself. Alright, I found all the sticks, which is a pain in the ass.
Survival kids, this is not.
This is not. It's about to rain, so day's over. Santa will show up anytime now.
See, he spent the day doing just that. You could do more, surely.
But it started raining, we can't. Shit, it's raining. We can't do anything today. No, literally, that's what he's going to say. I'm going to hibernate like a bear.
Time to eat a bunch of twigs and plug up my ass.
Time to become a cannibal. Any human show ups, they're in trouble. Day 5 was a waste. Rusty's cage is lying on his side, and this is really boring.
By which I mean I spent most of the day starving in the cave.
Gonzalez, I mean me, had to throw all those gray pores off the side. See, he's actually enjoying it. It's like, this is actually pretty pleasant. Guess what we get to do now? I guess we're gonna go look for moonstones the same way we looked for sticks. And the red moonstones. Great.
Let's go hunting for moonberries.
So now we get to run around the island again looking for objects. Here's one. At least these are easier to spot than the sticks, admittingly. I mean, I appreciate the change of pace at this point, but this part's just kind of like,
It's the pace that they changed it to.
Yeah. They went to a complete stop. I guess at the same time, it makes you sit and kind of focus back at square one to go, wonder what's happening with the rest of the world right now that I'm in my own little world. Known as Vice. Vice Island. I think at this point where I decide I actually want to go exploring in that little cave. At some point. No, I found another stone, that's why. Every time you pick something up, he also says something different. So he picked it up and he said, I must be near Nasser. Which is accurate, because you found a red moonstone.
I like to think there's just a bunch of security cameras around the island. People are just watching them and taking notes.
The wild vice in his habitat. He keeps on eating gray pores even though he's not hungry.
And he keeps yelling at the skeleton.
We're in a love-hate relationship. See, you go up here because often not, you're like, where's that last one? It's up top over here. I always hate when there's like, there must be one left. I'm like, great, and I gotta search the whole island for one. Bullshit. I like his like slow march, like, oh, your cheese, oh.
The wild vice, when faced with aggravation, runs headlong into logs.
And blames Don Gonzalez. Damn it, Gonzalez, thought you had my back. I'm a rock! That's always your excuse.
Yeah, man, I thought it meant we were solid.
Knuckle pound, I broke my hand. Alright, now that we have enough moonstones, we get to power the ship. Now we just have to fix the ship and get the hell out of here. Thanks to nobody.
Next day.
Yep. Oh, longer than that.
Oh, god damn it.
Good morning. It's over. 1 week passes. At this point, he's been on like the island for like 2 weeks. Thank God this island is full of materials to fix ships.
Just sits down on the boat, starts crying.
Day 11, he begins to cry. Day 12, he continues to cry. Day 13, I can't tell if that's crying. I assume it's crying. Day 14, he's having a fiesta by himself?
Day 15, he's eating his boat.
Day 16, he's crying because he has to fix it again.
Day 17, he's buckled the boat. He's back, ladies and gentlemen.
He buckles himself to the boat. I'm Boatman. Look out, Mega Man. He somehow condensed all the stones into one little tiny one. He just pops it in, it's ready to go.
Yeah, it's on fire.
He looks down, he actually just put it into his dick. Ow!
Look at that, using a boat as a boat.
Amazing. Not for long, though. It just flies off the island where he can't reach it with shit.
Flies into the moon.
Causes a comet. So he's gonna wait for tomorrow to go. This time it actually makes sense.
Nope, still fixing it.
It's like he's more like he's tickling it. Who's a good boat? Who's a good boat? See, they shouldn't have zoomed on his hands when he did that. That shows he was touching nothing.
Tie the invisible rope.
And the ultimate fuck you, he spent all the time building a boat, and hey, look, a ship! Even he's like, God damn it, why'd I spend all the time fixing a boat?
So was all that completely pointless?
It was character development.
Woo, it smells!
I don't want that ship, go away.
Those black pirates.
Nope. Kill him! No, it's a signal flag.
Oh, okay.
We are introducing a new character, though.
Oh, hello.
This guy is interesting. It's Gilder! He's a blue rogue pirate captain. And he has a thing for women, if you couldn't tell. He drinks.
2 weeks!
What? He didn't fix the ship faster? Why not? He kept on sleeping. Hey, it's Britney Spears. He was only stranded for 2 weeks?
Oh, those are glasses. I thought he was super tired.
He's just saying, if I was stuck on land for 2 weeks without women, I would just go crazy. That's the kind of man that Gilder is.
In case you need a reminder.
Just in case you forgot from all the strandedness. I forgot my own name. He calls that parrot a beast. So we ran into a pirate that is a little bit older than the other pirates that we've run into so far. He's actually an adult. And he seems impressed by our stories. You escaped from the fortress? You're a liar, walk the plank. So his whole thing is that he's just really a lackadaisical pirate, that he's just looking for treasure, adventure, women, and that's his goal. That's it.
I'm looking for treasure, by which I mean ass.
I'm looking for that booty.
Well, that's fucked up.
The thing is, that's actually the correct response. But I thought I wouldn't need to agree with him. But he's just like, I don't want you to tell me that I'm pretty. I love that. But thanks for calling me. Oh, and I do get all the women. That's not awkward. So we just invited us to our shipping, and now it's like, now you drive it.
We're going back to the island.
I'm gonna drive my boat one way or another.
Spent 2 fucking weeks on that boat.
We need to pick up Gonzalez.
I never apologized.
So Gilder has actually joined our party. We got a new crewmate.
Hey. Does he suck?
No, he's different. He's different than Drachma. I'll put it that way.
I like the question mark I could hear.
Because he's... I'm trying to avoid spoilers. And so I'm carefully navigating the sea of trying to not give too much away. I just unlocked 2 of his attacks, Gunslinger and Aura of Denial. Both of them are really good. Gunslinger is kind of like Cutlass Fury, but it'll hit in a row, so you can hit multiple people. And he also has an Oral Denial, which is a really good shield ability. Some people compare it a lot to Delta Shield.
Does it kind of operate in the same principle?
A little bit differently, but still really good. You know how I described Drachma as the slow, hard-hitting tank? Gilder's not going to hit as hard as Drachma, but he still hits really hard. It's hard to describe his attack balance. He's interesting. He's still fun to use. He's different. Uh-oh. Stalker Pirate shut up. She's shooting the senpai cannon.
Oh, I was hoping she was going after the big food-eating pirate.
The Gordo. I like him soft.
I like a man I can grip.
I love that fish just like, meh.
Oh no, baby.
Oh no, baby. Oh no, baby. Thanks, Bert. I don't need that right now, but... I like Gilder because Gilder just seems like he's always like... He never stresses about anything. He always has a plan. Look at escape in a lifeboat and distract her.
Please don't touch me. I don't know where your hands have been.
Ew, cuties.
I'm covered in them.
Now let's snuggle.
I read that as titties mean nothing to me.
That'd be a lie.
Well, if he's 11 and leave him, maybe it's more accurate than you think.
Yeah, possibly. That's his pirate crew. We'll never know who they are. Does the love bug and the cool Claudia fly away? Be gone, little baby Claudia. Breaks every time. See, Gilder is almost like, even before we started doing the cool thing for Vice, he's at that point where he's like, I'm an adult and I'm cool.
So you're part of the Blue Rogues, you're not a part of the cool pirates yet.
The cool rogues. Now, something to keep in mind, we're in Nazrad, which is also where Ica and Fina are.
See ya.
And he's just like, I'm gonna go off and drink and talk to women, see you, kid.
I'm off to sleaze it up.
Basically what he said. I fixed my A-slot memory card to where I can save on it again.
Hey, but still one more sensor.
I say that, and then the A memory card breaks after like 5 saves.
It did.
Yeah.
Wow. So only a brief editing respite for me.
Yeah, I gave you a little bit of freedom. I run in here because now that we actually have money, we can buy stuff. And hey, look who's here!
Who is here?
Do you remember that guy? He even reminds you who he is. He's that guy that gave us the passport for Valua. He mentions that, like, the girls aren't with you. You're gonna want to make a point to speak to him when you are playing as the girls. Because he gives you something really, really good. But at this point, since I actually have money, I should be able to buy some equipment from this dude. Get behind the counter, you jerk!
I don't talk until you've rung the bell.
So the weapon that Gilder uses is a pistol, so his weapon set's a little different. A Nazer pistol, a nasty pistol.
That would work.
Sorry it's so sticky, kid. I had a good night last night.
Alone as always.
Starts crying immediately and eating a ship. Captain, you ate her lifeboat. We can't get back. Immunity ring is a really good ring, but screw it.
This is really good, but I don't want it.
I didn't say I was gonna buy it. Now, at some point, I really need to get more sky sardies. At some point, I'll need to go get him for a reason. Don't let me forget if I end up bringing it up.
Like I'm gonna remember.
You know that thing you have no reference to, remember that.
Instead of pestering you to record more Let's Plays, I'll just pester you to find more fish.
Exactly, pester me to go get some sky sardines. Might as well sell some of Drachma's shit, since most likely he's dead. And just to freak people out and act like I'm going to sell the black map. Because almost everyone that's seen this is going, for the love of God, equip the black map. I'm like, no!
May the red moon be with you, Crash.
And I'm kidding, I do actually equip the black map. It's really good. It improves your chance of actually being the first one to strike. So with Vice being a hard hitter, that's really good. And there's also some bosses at the very end of the game that you can almost guarantee that, like, you'll lose if you're not equipping it.
Wow, so it's like, it's deceptively useful.
It's deceptively useful. The only problem is it doesn't raise stats like some of the other ones, so that's why some people don't always throw the thing on. You only seem to pick it up in, like, random encounters. Which is basically how I got it. This is a good time to stock up on things we've been using a lot, like Glyph of Mites. And once again, we get different merchants this time. Glyph of Speed, good as well. I like to always have a couple of those as well. Need to collect some Synchrom crystals to heal everybody.
Glyph of Might.
Glyph of Speed. I like his eyebrows. They bounce up and down like with gravity.
Beautiful shine and bounce.
Shampoo them daily. So you know how Gilder basically said, I gotta go to this bar to say hi to some women that I have been meaning to say hi to. I'm like, let's go see how he's doing with his love.
I hope he's just stuck in a barrel somewhere.
No, he's by himself.
Oh.
I'll need someone to take me back. I'll be really plastered. Now, with Ica and Fina, we didn't go off this way, but this is actually a different little location with different shops. And a cool angle, too. Buy my coat! No. Isn't that meat lady? No, it's a coat! I'm good. I'll eat it.
You didn't give me the option to buy it, so I can't.
That is the problem. This person's selling puppets.
She's selling ghost minions.
These people sell some unique items you can't get anywhere. You can actually buy choms from her. So if you need to buy some choms so that Cupid will vomit out some chams, then you can buy them here. They're pretty expensive though, as you can see. And again, you might be wondering why I would want Chams to be vomited out. You'll see here later. Another weapon shop as well. This one has unique items you can pick up. Mainly it's items, like equipment, so kind of expensive stuff, but all of it's really good. So like that one stealth ring, you could run away 100% of the time. Me, though, I never run away, so... But I'll pick up the assassin's ring, it's a pretty good one.
Because you're not a bitch.
Also, in the game, it affects how people view you, so if you run away from all the enemies, your reputation goes down.
Because Vice ain't a bitch.
My title won't ever say Vice the bitch. Hi, monkey! I like he's like, you bought some delicious fruit.
Sounds like a pop melody.
Fruit! Fruit! Now I can buy some bras. But even like, that girl's like, come on, you could buy something for one of your girls, huh? And he's like, I could probably wouldn't like that. That would be a little bit awkward. Oh my god, Ike, it's good to see you again. Here's a bra.
Come on, Vice, stand up for yourself. Wear what you want. Don't live your life based on what others will think of you.
I don't want you to get judgmental or nothing, but it feels good in my skin. What does Vice? Nothing.
Sorry, Ike, I feel like you're dressed better than you do.
Don't you wish your girlfriend was hot like me? Now basically we've gotten our tour of Nazrad. A lot of shopping. That guy's still running around. It's time to go back to the inn here to get a room. Hey, it's that super nice lady that gave the room for free to Ika and Fina. Maybe she'll do the same for us. Nope.
So what kind of wacky circumstances are gonna keep Vice from meeting his friends?
Oh, you'll see. If there's anyone in that room over there. Probably not. Stand in front of the door for 5 minutes. This looks like my room. Motherfucker. So they were actually working as waitresses over at that bar that that Gilder's at. So now they're getting their paychecks so they can buy a boat.
I'm deaf. Listen to the radio. Womp womp.
Now we play as Ika again. As I mentioned, we need to go and talk to that merchant again. Now with the girls.
Get down, get down.
But even after talking to like 5 minutes ago, it's like, where's your friend? It should have been like, I just saw your friend 5 minutes ago, but no. Ika's like, no, we're not. No. So the reason we're taking him is that he gives us a special item, and he's only one of 3 people that give us this. It's an Abric Cham. An Abric Cham is a very special Cham. Depending on... I'll have to eventually... I think someone reposted the picture up on the forum, but depending on what kind of transformation state that your pupil's in, if you give him the Abric Cham at that point, he'll go into a unique transformation tree that is not available if you just feed him Chams. So he becomes like a different set of weapons with different set of abilities and powers that wouldn't have been available at that point. And if you feed him at a certain rate, you can give him certain rare weapon abilities.
Are there other unique Chams?
There are only 3 Abric Chams. And to get the final transformation for Cupil, you have to get all 3 of them. So it's one of the reasons why I need the sardines, because one of the... there's someone that's actually back in Hortenka that if I end up giving, I think, 10 sardines, actually gives me an Abric Cham for that, too. And then there's a really tedious mission to get another one, a side mission to get one as well. I'll be going for those for sure. But hey, I like how Gilder looks up like, hey, ladies.
Okay, you were very patient.
You
received your wages.
What's this bullshit?
Wow, you must have been good waitresses.
I like even he's just like, get away from them. But even just like, hey, they stopped working here, they're mine. You've never been able to resist a pretty face. I mean, look at me. So just to avoid Gilder, we get the hell out of here. And the game is giving us a cham as payment, so we'll just stuff it down Keeple's face.
I don't mind, I'm used to this.
So the chams are something I'm definitely going to go for all of them, because the full evolved form of Cupel is the strongest weapon in the game. It basically turns Fina into an offensive juggernaut.
Oh, I was hoping he was just lying there and you would get passed by him, not even bother him.
That wouldn't be very blue roguish.
Well, I mean, there's a guy freaking out at the other port. You can't do anything with him.
But he's moving, this one's not. Hello there, Pedro. Wish I could find a way to repay you. I mean, I am in a room with 2 young women. Nah, you're not in your life, buddy. You just happen to have half of a map. I can't read. So if you remember last time,
If you remember earlier.
yes. Remember earlier, Vice found a map too. And this map is apparently called Daggits Map. And we hear the tale about Daggit. Daggit was one of the greatest air pirates of all time. And he ruled the world until he hid all of his treasure in one place. Basically, it's the One Piece story, basically. So this is half the map to find that treasure. And this guy was actually friends with Gonzalez, so we'll know how long that skeleton's been there. That guy's old as fuck. If only I had the other half of the map.
Vice person, you have no idea.
Pulls confetti poppers as he walks in.
Your friend is dead.
He kicks the door open, it swings back and smacks him out of the door. So they didn't even see, who the hell was that? So you might guess how these guys are going to meet up again.
Oh god, is Gilder gonna request a foursome?
Vice, get in here. I'm not dressed for the occasion. I feel like he's gonna walk out and Fina and him are dressed the same way. Well, one of us is gonna have to change. But I guess the girls decide they're gonna go hunting for treasure, because I could really like treasure. That going after Daggit's treasure.
Hey.
I have a room, and they're adjacent. I mean, he's suave enough to be like, oh, I see it.
Literally, and knock you down on your stupid ass.
This frustrated me. And when I played this first time, this just frustrated me. What you looking at that map for, Vice? Oh, I guess you didn't notice those girls walking in your peripherals. I was like, I remember when I was younger, I was like, damn it! It's a map of the hidden treasure of Daggit. How strange. You didn't hear... See, like, you'd expect a Vice to have been able to hear Ika screaming about this map in the other room. But apparently, in the legend, he collected all the treasure in one spot. I like this idea, like, this is Daggit's seal, it can't be easily duplicated. It's a drawing of a goofy ghost. We're about to leave right away. We won't run into the girls. What? Nothing.
The Gilder, don't you need to get your freak on?
We'll find some time for that. I can always get a freak on the go. Anyway, after waiting for him to get his freak on, 3 days later, now that was a freak on. Oh yeah, remember we heard that Lua is planning to attack Nazrad. We should probably tell the king that it's gonna happen before we leave.
Oh yeah, after 3 days, maybe I should save this place.
So I'm doing an Naruto run, we can ignore him.
Sonic the Nazarene.
That boy really can move, but not much of an attitude.
I hate puns.
But I love women. But women who say puns, eh. I love this is such a quick little resolved argument. What, you want to speak to the king? That's impossible for commoners. So you better pick correctly here. I got information about us being attacked, you know, something like that. Oh, okay, go in. Well, you're not going to verify this? Just go in. Don't make us force you into the room. One right over there. Let me get my freak on before we go in there.
3 hours.
This is foreplay, baby.
Gondo! Oh.
Who do you speak of? So we're saying, like, they're gonna attack you guys, and you guys would better run, because that would be bad. And he just starts laughing at us. He has a piece of the Triforce with him.
It's got all 3 by the looks of it.
See, this is kind of the mentality of the entire capital, though, is that there's no way that the Valuans could attack them. The way it's designed is that pretty much the entire capital is surrounded by a mountain. There's really only one way to get to them, and that's where all their ships are, so it's just like, we're protected, there's no way they can get to us, stupid boy, ha ha ha. And they're just like, yeah, the only other side they get is to the south, and it's protected by a big maelstrom, so they can't even fly through it. So this land has become pretty much fat and rich like he has. That's some hands on hip action right there. You listen here, mister. Ooh, girl. Hold me back, hold me back. So they bought a ship. They bought their own cake ship.
The cake ship.
Cake.
There used to be a ding around her teeth.
Yeah. That'd actually be kind of cute. Ding!
Shit, I didn't notice until now.
I thought this was just a whole map. So it's not always plainly apparent where Daggits Island is. I know where it is, so I'll just show you guys. If you ever decide to play the game yourself. It's not very far from Nazrad. But first we're gonna save. I'm showing off like, I can save with A slot again, yeah. Unaware of the disaster that will occur soon. It's my hubris.
Daggit and Norbert Island.
So they pretty much tell you that it's somewhere east of Valua, which is actually right behind Nazrad. You can see on the map. Crescent Island's also highlighted. That's where Vice was. So the reason I said that the whole him crashing at the island didn't make any sense is that his ship didn't crash very far from Valua's mainland, and somehow he ended up on an island that was like directly east of where Valua was. And the way they play this up is that flying takes days to get to where you need to go. Because like there's one point, I'm gonna avoid all those fights because one fight made me really pissed off. But there's the island right there. But the distance, I think, is something they don't explain in a time manner. Because like there's a point where the Valuans say sailing from that pirate isle to Valua was taking days. So like the span of time is not really set correctly in this land. Also, Daggit Island is just on one of these little islands over here. You'll see it with a little cave. So the fact that he crashed on an island that was way far away from Valua doesn't make a lot of sense. Ah, Cupel. Freaking out. Well, I was saying one of the enemies pissed off. There's an enemy that's like this yellow flower crystal thing that like doesn't take any damage from magic. And look at the two characters I got to work with. Also, it has a lot of health and it has call allies, so it just kept on calling more of them. I know a way through this. Be a scorpion, Fina. Cupel, do you know what a scorpion is? No. Out on the party. Now I just imagine both Gilder and Cupel going out on a night of the town. Let's get our freak on, Cupel. Okay. Ladies, one at a time.
Ooh, he's so cute.
He sort of pinches his little cheeks.
Uh-huh.
Sipping a Mai Tai. So now we just take these two and do the same thing. Although they're a little bit more equipped to have fights.
I think it was called the Gallagher.
Where's the watermelon and the mallet?
Wrong Gallagher.
Oh.
It's an Oasis joke.
I listen to Oasis, so Alright, let's show if I can save in the A file again. This is working totally fine. You don't have to censor shit, thanks to me.
Well, they do at the start of the video.
Well, shit. So, close on the heels of the girls is us. And once again, we just go over to this little ninja star-shaped island over here. Ah, no Cupel stuff. Of course we don't have Cupel with us. There's a gecko wall. Wonder how we ended up on different sides. This is really strange. We could probably shove the wall? Oh. I just peed a little. Aha. Just figured out a temple mechanic. Like the both of them are just like, I don't know what happened, but okay.
I never touch anything.
Don't accuse me of anything, Vice. I see those judgmental eyes. So next time we actually go into Daggit's temple to find Daggit's treasure. And if you couldn't tell, the whole feel of this particular temple is teamwork is going to be the big play in it. And basically involuntary teamwork. We don't know we're going to be helping each other, but we're going to be helping each other.
Vice, I have a confession. Getting my freak on doesn't mean what you think it means.
It means sex. Wow.
I thought it was like checkers or something.
I thought you were getting Chinese food. I was wondering where you'd gone for so many days. It's freaky. I don't even know where China is on the map.
Yeah, I was thinking it must have been some good food. Well, I did eat plenty.
You ate my boat, didn't you? Hey, shit.
Like I said, don't accuse me of anything.
Yeah, I didn't notice the jury behind you, you judger. I feel like Gilder would be into like the most freaky, kinky shit. Like you try to go back to the room and you just hear, Gilder has the food in there.
Little heavy on the stomach.
Sorry, I make that sound when I'm excited.
Sorry, I make that sound when I'm full.
He is actually eating Chinese food. All by himself. Damn that Gordo.
One day I'll find you, my love.
Lost another woman to Cupel.
Well, for them, that would be like a scoring game. It's not a serious heartbreak moment.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, it's more scoring to them kind of thing. Like, damn, 3-0. Everyone get on the train.
Gilder looks over in the corner. Zip, go home.
Fine, I'll get my freak on more than anyone's ever freaked. So will I. Oh, no.
Turns on Olivia Newton-John. All right, let's do this. Let's get physical. He's just in a tracksuit dancing.
Let me hear your body talk. Oh, now I get it.
Let me hear your body talk. Ew, I didn't like that sound.
Let me hear your body talk.
Is that like involuntary?
I knew you were outside. I just wanted to freak you out a little bit.
That's what getting a freak on means.
High five falls off the end of the island.
He wakes up, he's back with Gonzalez. It was all a dream.
So did you want to get a freak on or something? We're going to be here a while.
I left the light boat here. I don't know why it's broken again.
I imagine this whole entire thing is like a Looney Tunes skit. So you get the device.
That's Vice, folks.